Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the beautiful Green Screen Community Center for Recreation and the Performing Arts. If you are here tonight for the world record-breaking attempt of the world's longest scarf, I'm sorry to say that event has been canceled due to there not being enough yarn. Scarves are yarn intensive. But we welcome you to stay right here for the Otterlys, where tonight we will be recognizing my top 5 YouTube creators who cover comic book related content of 2025. Before we jump into this, I want to make a couple of things clear. Number one, these creators did not necessarily start their channels in 2025 or have some especially good work of art in 2025. No, these are merely creators whom I watched a lot of this year, and I want to recognize them because they are great. And number two, these creators are not being recognized in any specific order. As a matter of fact, to make sure I did not unconsciously bias my list, I'm going to randomize the order right now here on my computer. There we go. Let's go. The first creator I want to recognize is Troyoboyo17. Troyoboyo does an awesome job talking about comic books as well as other comic book media. I love watching his stuff about pretty much any character. He does such a good job covering them with the world of the comic book specifically, or their movies, or whatever it happens to be. I also love his series of videos where he imagines how he would write a comic book movie with different characters who have yet to grace the big screen. I think he does an awesome job with that. And let me tell you, some of those movies will be really cool to see actually come to life. So Troyoboyo17, well done. I love watching your stuff. Next up, we have the Watchtower Database. This channel does an amazing job going back and covering old stuff from the DC animated universe. Think of Batman the animated series, Batman Beyond, Justice League, all of that good stuff, all of those things that are such a nostalgia trip. But they know the mythos of these series so well, and it's so cool to explore those series on a level that I didn't even know was a thing. I didn't recognize just how much thought went into this universe. I mean, I knew a lot of thought went into the universe, but Watchtower Database makes me appreciate it on a whole new level. Their videos are also super high quality, just like everyone on this list. So yeah, I love the Watchtower Database. Go check out their stuff. It's good. Next up, we have Gotham Paladin. This creator does a lot of stuff with the Batman Arkham video games. These are some of my favorite video games of all time. And I gotta say, before I discovered his channel a few months ago, I had kind of moved on. It had been 10 years since the latest mainline release of these series, and it didn't seem like anything new was coming for a while outside of some VR stuff. So I had kind of moved on. But watching his videos and hearing him dive into the mythos and the lore behind these games that, again, kind of like some other channels, goes way deeper than I recognized that it did, I want to get back into these games. I want to start them all over again. I wish I had time to do that. But for now, I can settle watching his videos because they are so interesting, so well done. Gotham Paladin, good stuff. Next up, we have Near Mint Condition. This channel talks about comic books, specifically collected editions. They review collected editions. They preview collected editions. They give top 10 lists of collected editions. They tell you reading orders of collected editions if you want to read through a specific character. They do such a good job with all of this. They know their stuff, and they clearly love comic books. Honestly, watching their stuff is one of the reasons I found myself getting so much back into comics this year. It had been a while since I really dove into this medium, but watching their videos is a big reason that I dove back into the level that I did. I can't wait to see what they do in the future. Near Mint Condition, good stuff. And then finally, we have Casually Comics, who, like a lot of other creators on this list, does a great job talking about comic books directly, as well as comic book related media such as TV shows and all that good jazz. She clearly knows these characters so well. She does a lot of research to understand them and the stories behind them, and she brings you along for that ride, which is so cool. She talks about some really kind of obscure stories from the past that you hadn't really heard of unless you watched her videos about them, and she does a great job explaining what they are, why they're significant, how they came to be. Super interesting, super well done, and very laid back, not overproduced. Casually Comics definitely comes to life. She does an awesome job. I love her stuff. Can't wait to see what she has coming up in the future. And just like that, we are done with my list. Those are my top 5 YouTube creators who explore the world of comic books of 2025. But I would love to hear from all of you. Who are your favorite creators? Let me know down in the comments. If you could grab a chair or two and put them in the rack over there before we get out of here, that would be a big help. We only have this place for another 10 minutes. So hurry up. But don't forget to leave a comment, and I will see you next time.